Hello everyone, myself Sneha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I will explain you about the least square parabola method from the subject of probability and statistics. In the last session I had explained you about curve fitting. What is curve fitting? To locate any point in any diagram, it is considered as a group of points will be considered as the scatter diagram. Now this scatter diagram will be approximated or it will be fitted in particular predefined curve like line or parabola, right? This I had already explained you in the last session. So in the last session I had also explained you about the least square line equations and how will particular fitting any term in terms of line. So you are well known about this thing. Now today I will explain you the same thing for the fitting of the curve in terms of parabola. So the next topic is the least square parabola. How it will be representing? So the least square parabola that fits a set of sample points is given by y equals to a plus bx plus cx square. In the last session I had explained you that if I will writing this equation in terms of only a plus bx, then it will consider as a equation of line, and if we will adding this non-linearity, so it will convert this line equation in terms of this parabola. Now what is the rule to find this a, b and c constant? So for that we have to take normal equation of this. Now how we will finding the normal equation for this? So for that we will converting this term in terms of multiplication of all this term, like in this I will take a into 1 equals to a, plus this term will representing as b into x, plus this term will representing c into x square. Now to find the normal equations, we have to first multiply with 1, then we have to multiply it with x, then we have to multiply it with x square, and then we have to take summation of it, so that we can find the normal equations for this. And if we will solving this normal equation, then we can find out the value of a, b and c. So first of all we will multiplying this equation with 1. So when we will multiplying this equation with 1, it will remain as it is. Like if I am multiplying 5 with 1, it will gives you the answer as 5. If I am multiplying 7 with 1, it will gives you the answer of 7. So when we will multiplying any number with 1, it will gives you the particular that number only, right? So when we will multiplying this term with 1, it will remain as it is. Now to find the normalized equation of this equation, for that we have to take summation on both the side. So if I am taking summation on both the side, on the left hand side we will write this equation as summation y, and on the right side this will convert in terms of a, and summation of 1 equals to n, as you had already seen this in the last session. Now b is constant, so outside of the summation, and summation of x will be representing like this. C is constant, so outside of the summation, and this will be representing as summation of x square. So this one is equation number 1. Similarly this equation will multiply now with it is multiply with x. So when we will multiplying this equation with x, it will convert in this format: xy equals to ax plus bx square plus cx cube. Now in this example, if we will take in normalized equation, then this will convert in terms of summation xy is equals to a is constant, so outside of this summation, so a summation x plus b summation x square plus c is also constant, so outside of this summation c summation x cube. So this one is equation number 2. Now similarly we will multiplying the whole equation with cx square. So this equation will multiply with x square, so it will gives you the answer as x square y is equals to ax square plus bx cube plus cx raised to 4. So to find the normal equation of this, we will take summation on both the sides. So this term will convert in terms of summation x square y equals to a summation x square plus b summation x cube plus c summation x raised to 4. So by using these three equations, we can find out the value of a, b and c. So if we are finding a, b and c value, then it will put in this equation. So it will give you the final equation of y, which will be in terms of x. So this way we can solve any example, and in this we will fit any curve in terms of this parabola. So this will be defined by where the constants a, b and c are determined by solving the simultaneously the equation using the equation summation y equals to na plus b summation x plus c summation x square. The second equation is summation xy equals to a summation x plus b summation x square plus c summation x cube. And the third equation is summation x square y equals to a summation x square plus b summation x cube plus c summation x raised to 4. So these equations are known as normal equations for the least square parabola. Now this can be well understood by using some example. So the next example is fit a least square parabola having the form y equals to a plus bx plus cx square to the data in the below table. So one table is given to you, x and y is given to you, and then you have to find out its fitting of this in terms of parabola equation like this. So first of all we have to find out the value of a, b and c. Then you will put this value in this equation, so you can find out the final value of y. Then you have to estimate the value of y from the given value of x. Means this x is given to you. You have to put it in this equation to find out the final value of y. So starting with fitting of this in terms of parabola, we will use this equation. So for finding this equation, first of all we have to find out x square, x cube, x raised to 4, xy and x square y. Then we will take summation of all these terms. So I am starting this by writing x, y, x square, x cube, x raised to 4, xy and x square y. So x will be written like 1.2, 1.8, 3.1. This one is given to you, right? So I will write in column form 5.7, 7.1, 8.6 and 9.8. Now if I am taking summation of all this term, then summation of x is equals to, this one is sum of all this x, right? So I will write summation of x. Its answer is 42.2. Now I will write the value of y equals to this term. So I will write down y equals to 4.5, 5.9, 7.0, 7.8, 7.2, 6.8, 4.5 and 2.7. When I will add this all the term, it will give you the answer of summation y, which is equals to 46.4. Similarly, you have to find out x square, means 1.2 square, it will give you the answer as 1.44, 1.8 square means 3.24, 3.1 square means 9.61, 4.9 square means 24.01. Likewise, I will find all the values. Then the term will be like this: 32.49, 50.41, 73.96, 96.04. Now, if I am adding this all the term, it will give you the answer of summation of x square. So the value of summation of x square will give you the answer of 291.20. Now we have to find out the value of x cube. What is the value of x cube? 1.2 raised to 3. So it will give you the answer 1.73, 5.83, 29.79, 117.65, 185.19, 357.91, 636.06, 941.19. When you will add this all the term, it will give you the answer of summation x cubed, and answer of this addition of all this will give you as 2275.35. Similarly, next you have to find out x raised to 4. 1.2 raised to 4, it means 2.08, 10.49. You can calculate this all the term and verify whether you are getting this answer or not. 576.48. Next one is 1055.58. Next one is 2541.16. 5470.12. Next is 9223.66. And when I will add this all the term, it will give you the answer of summation x raised to 4, and its answer equals to 18971.92. Now the next term is xy. When we will multiplying this two term 1.2 with 4.5, it will give you the answer of xy, which is 5.4, 10.62, 21.7, 38.22, 41.04, 48.28, 38.70, and the last one is 26.46. When I will add this all the term, it will give you the answer of summation xy, which is 230.42. The last term is x square y. So x square is multiplied with y. When we will multiplying these two terms 4.5 with 1.44, it will give you the answer of x square y, which is 6.48, 19.12, 67.27, 187.28, 233.93, 342.79, 332.82, and the last one is 259.31. Now if I am adding this all the term, it will give you the answer of summation xy, and its answer is 1449. Now I will use all these values in the next terms. So starting with equation S, first equation is summation y is equals to n into a plus b summation x plus c summation x square. So in this equation, what is the value of n? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So I will take n equals to 8. Now in this equation, first of all you have to take summation y, which is summation y is equals to 46.4. Then you have to take summation x. Instead of summation x, I will take 42.2. Summation x square. For that we will take summation x square equals to 291.20. So using this all these terms, we can write this equation as, instead of summation y, I will write 46.4 is equals to, instead of n, I will write 8. So 8a plus, instead of x summation x, we will put 42.2b plus, instead of x square we will take 291.2. See, this one is c. So this one is equation number 1. Now we have to use the second equation as summation xy equals to a summation x plus b summation x square plus c summation x cube. Now summation xy is 230.42 is equals to summation x equals to 42.2a plus summation b x square equals to 291.20 this b plus summation x cube. What is the value of it? Its value is 2275.35, and this c will be as it is. So this one is equation number 2. Similarly, we will find out summation x square y is equals to a summation x square plus b summation x cube plus c summation x raised to 4. Now summation x square y is 1449 is equals to summation x square equals to 291.20a plus summation x square x cube equals to 2275.35b plus summation x raised to 4, it is 18971.92c. So this one is equation number 3. Now if you will solve this equation 1, 2 and 3, you can find out the value of a, b and c as the value of a equals to 2.588, the value of b equals to 2.065 and the value of c equals to 0.2110. Now if we will putting this 3 value in the equation of y equals to a plus bx plus cx square, then the final answer of y equals to 2.588 plus 2.065x minus 0.211 x raised to 2. So x square. So this is your final answer of parabola for curve fitting. Now you have to estimate for each and every value of x. It means for each and every value of x, you have to put it in this equation and you have to estimate the value of y, means you have to find out value of y. So I will rewrite this equation in the next slide. So I will writing the same equation y equals to 2.588 plus y equals to 2.588 plus 2.065x minus 0.211x square. Now in this we have to take different values of x to find out estimated value of y, and y is already given to you. So from this we can find whether the estimated value is near to y or not. Now the value of x is given to you like this: 1.2, 1.8, 3.1, 4.9, 5.7, 7.1, 8.6. The last one is 9.8. So for this particular value of x, y is already given to you like 4.5, 5.9, 7.0, 7.8, 7.2, 6.8, 4.5 and 2.7, right? Now in this, first I will take x equals to 1.2 in this equation. So over here 1.2 into this minus 0.211 into 1.2 square plus 2.588, which will gives you the estimated value of y. So for the first term, the estimated value of y equals to 4.762. Likewise, we will find the for all the values of x, then it will gives you the answer as 5.621, 6.962, 7.640, 7.503, 6.613, 4.741 and 2.561, which is nearly equals to this value, right? So this way we can find out the particular value of estimated value of y from the value of given x. Now suppose the same example you are given, like estimate the value of y for x equals to 5.7. So you will put in this equation, you will put x equals to 5.7 and you will find out the estimated value of y, which is equals to 7.503. So for particular any one value also you will give this same example. In the next session, I will explain you more examples based on this line and parabola. Thank you.